It's hard being the son of a pastor, man. Why? Is it because he forces his beliefs upon you, even though the whole point of him being a pastor in the first place is to spread the word of God and not force it down your throat? No, it's not that. Then what is it? He won't let me listen to NF. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel where all my opinions are wrong and yours are non-existent, therefore making my opinions right. Today's video is about, hands down, the best rap movie in history. Straight Outta Compton? No, the other one. All Eyes on Me? Wrong again. Bodied? 8 Mile? Guys, calm down. I'm talking about Let It Shine. Fuck this, man, I'm out of here. Let It Shine is a certified hood classic. It's real rap, not like those mumble rap losers. Yeet? I think not. Bump some Joyner Lucas. Tupac? He said Tupac, yeah. How about Tom McDonald? The movie starts off with probably the best church choir song to ever hit the face of the planet. Yeah. Sing that shit, where we're introduced to Cyrus the choir lead and his dad Jacob the pastor. And as you can tell, they are really feeling the singing coming from the lead singer. The song goes up a tempo to add some flair to the old gospel mix. And as you can tell from the father's reaction, I don't think he's gonna like what he's about to hear. Is that Chloe and Haley Bailey? And that's a wrap. Shit, boy, they killed that. The song number ends fantastically, by the way. The whole congregation is going crazy. This is the best performance that they have ever seen in their entire life. Especially considering how old they are, too. This might actually be the last performance they ever see, but nevertheless, they love it. Uh-oh, that planned out better than my head. Yeah, so if you guys didn't figure it out yet, Jacob hates rap. You already know how it is with these old heads, though. The scene transitions to Cyrus talking to his best friend about going to the club tonight, and he's gonna bring them hot beats.
Chris, you know I'm coming through with the hot beats.
You know he's coming through with the hot beats. Yeah, that's it. Cyrus successfully makes it to the club after sneaking out of his parents' house. And this is where we're introduced to his best friend, Chris, who has the worst fit on of all time. The only way he gets away with it because he's pretty, he's cute. To top it off, in my honest, humble, truthful opinion, Chris mad ugly, I'm not gonna lie.
Anytime.
No, nice to meet you. I'm Cyrus. Chris's invisible friend since kindergarten.
Of course you're probably invisible since kindergarten. You didn't even speak to him. I'd probably ignore you too. Did you see the way he was drooling over those women? He was like the predator, and they were his prey. They should make a name for that. As they're talking, we find out Chris is kind of a playboy, and Cyrus, Cyrus is just looking for the one, all right? Fine isn't necessarily his type. He wants someone he can take to the jazz museum, you know what I'm saying? So he and her can lick all the instruments, you feel me?
Feel me? No, I don't.
Cyrus hooks up Not Chris Brown with the hot beats, which is just burnt on the CD. And before all you old heads come back for round 2, I want to let you know I was born in Y2K. I know what burning to a CD is. The problem is that this takes place in the year 2012, when Cyrus could have easily just put his hot beats onto a USB to give it to him. After Chris leaves, we find out the other reason why Cyrus is there, to get them tables bussin'.
Come on, get these tables busted.
He works there. So as Cyrus is busting on them tables, Levi goes to the stage to announce the first worldwide Atlanta Mortal Kombat. He's getting ready to initiate a rap battle between some random and our main antagonist, the Lord of the Bling, aka Bling. And as you're watching this specific scene, you can hear the beat kind of like start to kick in. The crowd is getting like riled up, and you're just thinking to yourself, oh snap, they about to go at each other's neck. You're waiting for the Don DeMarco and the intricate schemes, and then they don't even rap battle each other yet. No, there's actually people on stage to introduce the music that the rappers are gonna be battling to. So in the first minute or two of the song, you don't even get a rap battle from the rappers. You're getting like a musical in a dinner.
Go
it's going back to the chorus. Mind you, this song is already like 7 minutes. We barely got any battling from the rappers. It couldn't possibly get any worse than this. Oh, son of a bitch! Bling finally gets to give his final verse, which Cyrus was not feeling at all. To which Bling takes the victory royale and celebrates by bullying Cyrus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are sorry. You messed up my new shoes, stupid. You lucky you didn't do it while I was spitting my hot rhyme.
Yeah, you lucky he wasn't doing it when he was spitting his sexy ass. You know, it's sexy. It's hot.
It wasn't that hot.
Oh, did you hear that, Bling? He said it wasn't that hot. I know your feelings is hurt. Look at your face.
Listen up, y'all. We got a brain to find. Cause this young whipsnapper's done lost his mind. I'm getting rich off my words, but now I'm getting challenged by revenge of the nerds.
So after Bling raps green eggs and ham at Cyrus, then proceeds to humiliate him in front of the whole club.
Yo, everybody! It seems as if
this motherfucker got them big G's!
Cyrus heads home with Chris and they turn on the TV to take a look at an old friend.
I'm Ebony Wright, and I'm Florida Ortiz, and we are here tonight with Roxy.
That's our girl.
dang, man, she is looking fine. Didn't just think we were all in 3rd grade together.
Roxy announces that her and her record label are starting up a contest. Their local artists will have a shot to get their song in a music video produced by her label. Cyrus, seeing this as his chance to finally come out of his shell and be the writer slash rapper that he was always meant to be, he signs up for the competition. Oh, and Chris does too.
Okay, we'll see who has skills.
And that would be me.
So later that night, Cyrus sits down and creates the best song ever known to man.
Baby, I'ma make you mine, and I ain't giving up. Don't run away, don't run away from the truth, 'cause I'm not giving up on you.
The nostalgia that kicks in with this song is crazy. Cyrus submits a song and now all we gotta do is wait. Wait, is today Sunday? Oh shit!
Today's
Do I need some oil?
I know only the people that went to a black church can really appreciate the subtleties in this specific scene, but the fact that Disney added the random people in the background in the church that just go, "Amen," or "Tell him, Pastor," that is so spot on. Did y'all peep the little old ladies with the super big hats too? God dang, Disney, y'all were so accurate. Maybe too accurate.
Hey! Today's youth, they say they're not in church because it's too early on Sunday and they too tired.
So as you can tell, Pastor Jacob gonna do what Pastor Jacob is gonna do. Instead of talking about real life problems, situations that anybody else got going on in the church, or anything church related, he's gonna slander his kids and what they enjoy in the name of the Lord. Can I get it? Amen.
I'm tired of rap. And them rap clubs keeping our kids out so late on Saturday night that they can't get up early on Sunday morning and go to church because they too tired.
After the hip-hop slander, we make it back to the main storyline. Because it's time to find out who won the competition, baby! Was it Cyrus? Was it not Chris Brown? Was it me? I don't know if you guys know what happens next, but to be honest, no matter how talented Cyrus is, possibly the best songwriter of our generation, he loses to not Chris Brown.
We are in Atlanta to reveal our big contest winner.
God damn it! Not only does he win the competition, Roxy shows up too to congratulate him. It's just a wonderful, friendly reunion. Not Chris Brown keeps calling her baby, and Cyrus is...
Boy, I'm just saying now, you're just like, all this. I mean, not like all this. I mean, I don't mean it like that. I mean, some people here might think that, but I knew you back when you were in kindergarten, so it's just...
Roxy then performs, and it's a straight banger, as per usual.
Follow my lead up out of your seat, we're about to be A-R-T-Y. It's curtain call, the stage is set. Spotlights on you, ain't seen nothing yet. This moment is something that you won't forget. Oh no, you won't, because I'm saying that I'm something you gotta see right now. It's the only place that you wanna be right now. I'm gonna make some magic.
And you know, after that 10 out of 10 performance, she has to shout out the winner again. Come on now, it's just common courtesy.
He keeps it so real, he calls himself True.
Got my name on. I'm cool, Chris. Who in the heck is True?
So turned out there's been a mix-up. The reason everyone thinks that the untalented and ugly not Chris Brown is the all-powerful, all-knowing Riz Master Cyrus is because the picture Cyrus submitted into the competition was a photo of Chris in front of him.
That's me. I'm True.
What? But why are they saying that you won when I did?
Photo I sent in.
What photo?
I sent in a photo of both of us. They probably thought that you were True. They made a mistake.
Squad really didn't win nothing?
No!
I mean, no.
But before Cyrus and Chris could really figure out how to fix the situation, Roxy stumbled in some tall grass, and a wild Bling appeared. When I tell you that Bling's shit talking is so bad that he makes actual shit smell good,
What you want with this wannabe? You need it. Not a
while Chris heads out to go explain the situation to Roxy, Cyrus catches Levi up on the mix-up as well. Then after that conversation is done, Cyrus walks outside to see yeah. Chris begs Cyrus to let him pretend to be him. And instead of Cyrus saying, hell no, I won and she's mine, he agrees to let Chris continue to be him.
I'll teach you my flow. I'll stay in the background. I'll be your DJ. So if anything goes wrong, I can try to think of something on the fly. We really gotta keep this under wraps.
And that is it. Sorry, you're a genius, baby.
It always kind of rubbed me wrong how fast Chris was ready to like hype him up after stealing all of Cyrus's clout. Like trying to big him up. Like that is literally the same thing Macklemore did to Kendrick Lamar when he stole that Grammy from him. Anyways, Chris tells Roxy that Cyrus is his producer, so that way if anything were to happen while they were recording, Cyrus would be there to keep that lie alive. They meet at the studio the next day to record Cyrus's song.
baby, you're the finest. Your love, I'm gonna find it. And when I do, I run away with you somewhere where they can't find us.
Yo, it's Roxy. Lay low, she didn't see you.
So Roxy then shows up into the studio because she heard Chris's singing and she just had to hear it.
I remember my first time. It was like I was hearing somebody else's voice.
What do you mean by that? Roxy starts to get in her emotional bag because she's legit feeling Chris right now. So now she wants him to freestyle, but with some passion in it. And Chris does the exact opposite.
Girls love me because I am so pretty. I got babes in every city. LA, DC, and Cincinnati.
Cyrus decides to help him by grabbing the mic from the other room and telling him what to do through his headset. Now my issue with this is, since Chris is literally standing like 7 inches away from Roxy, she should be able to hear Cyrus's voice through the headset.
If I speak from my heart,
I speak from my heart because I'm afraid it'll be broken.
I'm scared what you say about the words I have spoken.
Who's saying that? No one, shut up. I'm scared what you'd say about the words I've spoken.
I'd rather make you laugh and act like I'm joking.
No, seriously, like, do you have someone talking to you through like a headset or something? Chill, it's nobody.
I'll tell you the truth about the feelings.
I most definitely hear somebody. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all bitch, you didn't let him, finish the thing. Guys, and you won't believe what happened after this romantic, heartfelt moment. Another romantic moment happens literally right after this one. But instead of Chris, it's Cyrus.
can I tell you something now that I have your attention?
Now that you've got my hopes up, please, tell me.
Imagine he just like fucks up and walks into like some sunlight while he's trying to hide his face. Can I tell you something now that I have your attention? Now that you got my hopes up, please. Ew, what the fuck? Wait, Roxy, it's me! Somebody call security! Roxy appears to the offstage after being stood up by Chris because they were supposed to go on a date together. So she ends up heading into the offstage because she hears music playing and she thinks that it's open. She walks in and sees Cyrus rapping. And instead of owning up to it, he just says,
This mic's not even on. See, I was just lip syncing.
After having a deep conversation about things not working out between Roxy and Chris, Cyrus takes this as an opportunity to take her out and spend some time with his crush, you know? They want to get to know each other. They go out and eat and talk about their interests, and they're actually getting along. Then later that night, they go for a stroll in a park where they stumble upon a rap battle.
phantom come alive in the nighttime. I spit freestyles, I don't have to write rhymes. Flow unrehearsed, I spit a killer verse. When it comes to your rhymes, they're the worst. Swag through the roof, believe that's the truth. How'd I know that? Yo, I'm living proof.
Honestly, he should have won that rap battle. It's a shame. The only reason the other guy won is because he talked about his breath.
Yo, why you gotta get up in my face like an airbag? Dude, your breath's bad. You need to step back.
Well, I mean, he did have one clean bar, though. I gotta give it to him.
Grab a white sheet, I turn phantom to a ghost.
And one more thing about this particular scene. The people who listen to these rap battles, like the audience and the crowd, they're so biased and malleable. Like, when they were voting for who won, they boo Phantom like what he was doing was complete dog shit. When in reality, when he was rapping, they were literally going crazy. Is everyone in Atlanta just one big brain cell? Is it illegal to have an opposite opinion in Atlanta? Because if so, I want to go. I'll be the president. Cyrus and Roxy leave that whole situation and they continue their stroll like they were doing in the first place. They start to reminisce about good old days from church. Cyrus invites Roxy to come back to church just for old time's sake. Roxy agrees. Little does she know that that specific Sunday would be the worst church experience that she will ever have in her entire life. The next day, Roxy shows up and Cyrus gets her to sing an old song that she used to sing at that church when she was little. I don't even have to say it. You know what I'm about to say. She takes the seat and Cyrus's dad takes the cake. He just goes completely in on Roxy. Calls her a traitor of God.
But one day of praying won't erase all the years of betraying the goodness you was raised with.
He's calling her a thought.
And dance like a vixen, and then ask God to do the fixing.
He's saying that she's a failure and he's just digging on her. And what made this whole situation worse is that she didn't even go in there and start twerking on the pastors and stuff like that, the whole congregation. No, she came in here and performed the song. She sang the song the way Jacob wanted his songs to be sang. Cyrus didn't even do that. Anyways, it pans to later that night, and Jacob's wife makes Jacob sleep on the couch because he was being a complete asshole.
I gotta practice what I preach, otherwise I look like a fool in my own church.
Honey, you look like a fool anyway, picking on that innocent girl in front of everybody.
She didn't look so innocent in her videos.
What the fuck does that mean? Does Roxy do videos other than rap? Because not only are her live performances PG, but if that's the case, then Jacob, you're going to jail because Roxy is 14 in this movie. It cuts to the next day and it's time for everybody to film the music video. Roxy's agent tells Chris that he got him a spot to perform alongside Roxy at this big show, but they're not gonna be able to lip sync.
But the Grand Slam has a no lip sync policy, so you're gonna have to perform the rap live.
That's no problem. Don't worry about it.
Uh-oh. And Chris agrees because he keeps forgetting that he is not him. Cyrus and Chris are talking about the certain situation and then come to find out that Chris is already having commitment issues.
All these girls, they are different flavors and the variety is what I like. You know, you can try a little burger, son. They got the ribs, the chicken fingers, the shake. I want all that, don't you?
So not only is Chris a bad boyfriend, but he's a bad friend. And he's a cannibal. Chris finishes his music video and then Jacob shows up? Jacob apologizes to Roxy, but after that, he just becomes a straight savage. He is so pissed that Cyrus is not only at this club, but he works there?
The place is a mess and I'll never have it ready in time for opening. You work here?
This is the craziest part throughout the whole movie. If you're a minority and or have strict parents, I don't even have to say anything. Just watch what Cyrus does.
Going home. And don't make me repeat myself.
No.
Do you know how lucky you have to be to speak back to your parents? Trick question. You aren't lucky because you aren't alive. So instead of murdering Cyrus right there in front of that whole club, Jacob decides he's just gonna ground Cyrus for the rest of the summer, which clearly makes Jacob upset. They get into this whole argument, and then Cyrus's mom confronts Jacob about not even giving Cyrus a chance to show himself. Then, you know, we just get like a montage kind of going past the days. We see that Chris is just reaping all of the rewards that really belong to Cyrus and not Chris. Jacob's stealing his son's notepad to read his lyrics because, you know, he might have a change of heart. Maybe. We don't know. It's a Disney movie. You'll never know. Not only that. Oh, no. I saved the best for last. In this montage, we see a yellow taxi pull up near this church. And you know, to any normal person, you're just thinking, oh, you know, someone's being dropped off. But it's not about who's being dropped off. It's about the person who's driving it. Guess who is driving that taxi? Bling is driving that taxi. I really like how Cyrus is about to burst into tears because he sees Bling working this regular job. Be that as it may, it is very deserving considering how much he tortured Cyrus during the whole summer. Sometime around the end of Cyrus's lockdown, Roxy shows up and she wants to take him on a walk so they can talk about how Chris is just not him. This makes Cyrus really upset because Roxy tells Cyrus that she feels as if she isn't good enough to be in the same room as Chris, not even breathe the same air. So Cyrus, being the GOAT he is, the gentleman he is, pulls up on Chris to confront him for being a bad boyfriend.
My problem is you playing with Roxy's emotions and getting her all messed up in the head with your nonsense.
Now I know what the bro code states, trust me. And it would be understandable if Roxy was a hoe, but she ain't. But if your friend is ducking a girl who 100% certainly can make him an actual better man, then the bro code don't exist. You better get to snitching. And that's on the BMDC code. Big Mama Donkey Coochie. Cyrus and Chris duke it out, Levi splits it up, and the gang is no more. Until they make up and get back together. So leading up to this point, Jacob repents to his sins. He tells Cyrus that he's sorry for the way he treated him. And while Jacob did that, Cyrus also came to the conclusion that he doesn't want Chris to make a complete fool out of himself. So he goes back to the club and he meets up with Chris. And they both also come to another conclusion, that they finally tell the truth to Roxy and the rest of the world. And how do they do that, you might ask? Also notice how the crowd's face just completely dissipates when they see Roxy in normal attire instead of like the preset Atlanta gear. The crowd would rather have Roxy looking like a Fortnite skin than a human being, and this was ridiculous. But you know, forget all of that. Good job truly and finally being able to find yourself, Roxy. I am really, really proud of you. Are you ready to be heard again?
You thought you had was for another guy. Well, I'm that other guy.
Could you imagine spending so much time with a person who you thought was the one? So much time and effort just for the real person to actually come out on one of the biggest realizations and biggest moments of your entire life? Give it up to the most important person to me. If it wasn't for him, I would have murdered my family and drove up the I-95 months ago.
I know you gonna be mad feelings that you thought you had.
Was for another guy.
Oh my God, you again? Security! Why won't you love me? Yeah, so they're singing their hearts out towards each other, and Roxy is just destroyed. She is so heartbroken. She runs off stage, and then Cyrus and Chris go after her.
No, did you feel that?
Why'd you slap Cyrus when the real target was standing 2 inches away from him? You could have at least slapped them both. So after Cyrus's apology fails, he has to go present the rap battle trophy to Bling. He walks up on stage and gives him the trophy. And instead of being grateful, he decides to antagonize Cyrus.
You gotta polish it up for me there, bus boy.
Causing him to utterly get destroyed in a rap battle.
You don't have a stack of cash or a flashy pad. I saw you last week driving a taxi cab. I guess it's easier to play the role and act hard, cause you don't have the guts to tell us who you really are. So you can keep a trophy that you don't deserve. I might be a bus boy, but
this motherfucker got them big keys!
And meanwhile, while Cyrus is sending Bling into homelessness, Chris is trying to apologize to Roxy one last time. And he fails again.
Wait, please.
Damn it, Chris, what is wrong with you? Anyways, the day passes and it's a Sunday. Roxy reappears, they get back together and they sing a super good happy song at the end of the movie.
clapping, laughing, singing, dancing, passion, everlasting when I'm rapping to the track and asking everyone to put your hands up, stand up, Roxy.
Well, that was Let It Shine. Now it's time to take a quick break from our sponsors. What do you mean I'm not sponsored? You told me that if I made this video, I'd get tons of money. What do you mean? You lied!